Welcome to Augmented U. My name is Jan, I'm your host, and on this channel we equip you with all the information needed to thrive in the age of artificial intelligence. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, thanks for stopping by. We post videos every week, videos covering all the key happenings, all the key topics from the AI world, because at Augmented U, we believe that you should be mastering AI and not the other way around. So make sure to click the subscribe button, click the bell notification icon so that you get notified every time we post a new video. And if you are already a member of this community and have been following us for a while, thank you, we appreciate you. The topic of today's video, AI breakthroughs. The news, what has happened, the impact, why it matters, the action. How can you benefit from it? Let's jump right into it. News item number one, it's from Sakana AI. Sakana, they're working on AI that can be used for research purposes. Essentially, AI autonomously performing research and writing research papers. Now, this project I'm quite passionate about. My background does lie in research, so I'm following their progress closely. And this is pretty exciting. The AI scientist generates its first peer-reviewed scientific publication. What does peer-reviewed mean? This means that this publication was reviewed by other experts in the field, making sure that it meets a certain criteria, that it meets a certain level of quality. And what is exciting is the reviewers, they did not know that they're reviewing AI-generated papers. So let's read more about it. We are proud to announce that the paper produced by the AI scientist passed the peer review process at a workshop in a top machine learning conference. To our knowledge, this is the first fully AI-generated paper that has passed the same peer review process that human scientists go through. Again, very, very exciting. So this is the ICLR Workshop 2025. And as mentioned, the reviewers, they did not know they're reviewing AI-generated papers. They were aware about the experiment, but they did not know which individual paper was generated by AI. So let's read about this. We worked with the ICLR workshop organizers and agreed that we would submit 3 AI-generated papers into the workshop for peer review. The reviewers were informed about a possibility and likelihood that papers they are reviewing might be AI-generated. 3 out of 43 papers, so the majority was human-written, but not if the papers assigned to them were actually AI generated or not. So again, this is exciting. Now, there are a few caveats. So the Sakana team, they did pick the best AI generated papers. They're very transparent. They still, they're very open about the mistakes that their AI tool makes. They say that references are sometimes still off. And for this experiment, they did submit the best papers they found or the best papers that their AI tool generated. But still, this is a big milestone for using AI for research purposes. News item number 2, it's Manus. Now, what or who is Manus? Manus is a general AI agent that bridges minds and actions. It doesn't just think, it delivers results. Manus excels at various tasks in work and life, getting everything done while you rest. So Manus is a general AI agent. General meaning it can tackle or it can perform a variety of tasks. Now, if you're not sure what exactly AI agents are, if this is a new topic for you, I invite you to check out the previous video we posted on this channel. It's an AI agents deep dive, ultimate guide to AI agents, so that you can understand what is going on under the hood and why this new technology is so powerful and why this new technology is currently the hottest thing in AI. So let's look at Manus. Again, it is a general AI agent. Here's the use case gallery that they provide. Learn how Manus handles real-world tasks through step-by-step replays. And as you can see, different domains: research, life, data analysis, education, productivity. We have these different tasks that Manus successfully performs. You can explore all the use cases. Let's explore this one. Deeply analyze Tesla stock. And we are now looking at the task. So the tasks that Manus was given: I'd like a thorough analysis of Tesla stock, including summary, financial data, market sentiment, technical analysis, compare assets, value investors, investment thesis. So Manus is doing its thing. I will skip 2 results. Manus takes time. He thinks, he breaks the task down into subtasks. And let's see what exactly happened here. So as Manus was given this task, it created a to-do list, and this is what we can see right here, right? So Tesla stock analysis to-do list, create a to-do list, create project directory, create structure, create to-do file, outline all required analysis components. And what is exciting is Manus is very powerful because of the tools it has. And one of the tools is it has its own Linux environment in which it can code and execute code. It can obviously also access the web, so it can do research, and it can use those tools again to perform actions and to accomplish the overall task or reach the overall goal. So other to-do list items: gather Tesla stock company overview, collect basic company information, get a company profile and business summary, identify key executives and leadership team. So as you can see, a very detailed to-do list. And then it's relatively straightforward. From here on out, it just goes through the list and it checks off all the boxes on the to-do list. And on the left here, we can see the thinking that it's doing. I've completed gathering Tesla's company overview information. Here's what I've collected so far. And then what is also capable of doing is presenting a report. So let's say Tesla annual revenue from 2019 to 2023, Tesla capital structure, and so on and so forth. So it is doing the research, it is accessing this information, pulling this information from the web, and then synthesizing it according to the to-do list that it has designed on its own. So remember, the tasks or the input to Manus is just that overall task and overall goal, and then it does the rest. So let's scroll all the way down to the end because the final output is pretty impressive. So great news, I've deployed your Tesla stock analysis dashboard to a permanent public URL. So let's look at this. And here's the full analysis. Tesla stock analysis dashboard, comprehensive analysis of Tesla's financial performance, market position, and investment outlook. We can see the current price, executive summary. Tesla maintains a dominant position in the EV market with significant technological advantages, strong brand recognition, and expanding manufacturing capacity. Investment recommendations across five different categories: financial performance, valuation analysis. So it is a very, very good and in-depth analysis of the Tesla stock across many different dimensions. So this is just one of the tasks that the authors or the creators of Manus present on this use cases page. So this is truly impressive. Again, a general AI agent that can accomplish a variety of different tasks, all thanks to the tools that it has available to it. And again, the most powerful here is its own Linux environment in which it can code and execute code. So this is powerful, and this is going to be an exciting project. People are already testing it out, and there are, I'll be honest, mixed reviews so far. But again, another exciting project to follow in the AI space. AI agents are the hottest topic in the AI world at the moment. Again, very powerful systems which can autonomously work on given goals. And OpenAI, they don't want to fall behind. So there's many different platforms that allow you to create AI agents or create agentic workflows. There's also no-code or low-code environments where you can design those agentic solutions. But again, OpenAI, they don't want to fall behind here. They don't just want to offer models, but they're also bringing out new tools for building agents. So we're evolving our platform to help developers and enterprises build useful and reliable agents. So they want to enable you to create AI agents within their ecosystem. What exactly does this mean? Today we're releasing the first set of building blocks that will help developers and enterprises build useful and reliable agents. We view agents as systems that independently accomplish tasks on behalf of users. Now, what exactly does this mean? What are they introducing? The new Responses API, combining the simplicity of the Chat Completions API with the tool use capabilities of the Assistance API for building agents. So again, it is all about tools, and which tools are they releasing or which tools are they making available? Built-in tools including web search, file search, and computer use. So web search, giving agents the capability to search the web. File search, they can search through your files, and then computer use. This is something that they released several months ago where an agent can control the computer. Let's say control the browser to perform actions within the browser. 2 other points: a new agents SDK to orchestrate single agent and multi-agent workflows. This is something we discuss in the ultimate guide for AI agents, where you have an orchestration layer that connects multiple agents within a single system, and then those agents can work on shared goals. And then lastly, integrated observability tools to trace and inspect agent workflow execution. So again, given it all that power, you do need to be able to verify or check what exactly is going on under the hood, and to then debug issues if those happen. So OpenAI extending their capabilities when it comes to AI agents. Next one, it's also from OpenAI. It's introducing next generation audio models in the API. And this one's also related or relevant in the context of AI agents. Let's look at why. So currently we're giving agents instructions via text inputs. Why not do it through voice? So that you can describe a goal, so you can describe the task to the agent. Now voice, you're able to capture different things, or let's say the information that is captured, it's much richer compared to just text. And this is exactly what OpenAI wants to achieve through these new audio models. So let's see how they describe it. Over the past few months, we've invested in advancing the intelligence capabilities and usefulness of text-based agents, or systems that independently accomplish tasks on behalf of users with releases like Operator, Deep Research, Computer Using Agents, and the Responses API with built-in tools. This is what we just mentioned in the previous news item. However, in order for agents to be truly useful, people need to be able to have deeper, more intuitive interactions with agents beyond just text, using natural spoken language to communicate effectively. So this is exactly it. Now, expanding the input capabilities for AI agents, not just text, but again, you can speak to it. You can describe your text with natural spoken language. So let's listen to some of these. Audio models. So they release two different modalities. One is text to speech and then speech to text. So converting text to speech and converting spoken language into text. So let's look at some of these different options. So again, those are different characters that they offer. First one is calm. Let's listen to it.
And I'm here to help you get rebooked quickly. I just need a few details from your original reservation, like your booking confirmation number or passenger info.
Awesome. Let's look at a couple more professional ones.
Good afternoon, team. Here are the key takeaways from today's budget planning meeting. First, departmental allocations were reviewed.
This one's very strong, almost as if we were in an army. Let's listen to the medieval knight one.
Step forth upon West 74th Street, marching straight with purpose. When thou dost reach the great crossing at Columbus Avenue, turn...
Okay, there's several more. Surfer, true crime buff, bedtime story. So again, as they call it, character-full text-to-speech voices. Again, all within the API. And this is, again, the purpose of this is so that we can expand the modalities in which we can communicate with AI agents. Staying on the topic of voice or voice bots or conversational AI solutions that can interact, communicate with humans through natural language. There's a company focused solely on this, and it's Sesame. Let's read about their mission. How do we know when someone truly understands us? It is rarely just our words, it is in our subtleties of voice, the rising excitement, the thoughtful pause, the warm reassurance. Voices are the most intimate medium as humans, carrying layers of meaning through countless variations in tone, pitch, rhythm, and emotion. Today's digital voice assistants lack essential qualities to make them truly useful. Without unlocking the full power of voice, they cannot hope to effectively collaborate with us. A personal assistant who speaks only in a neutral tone has difficulty finding a permanent place in our daily lives after the initial novelty wears off. Over time, this emotional flatness becomes more than just disappointing, it becomes exhausting. And thinking about the previous demo of OpenAI's different voice solutions, they do all sound robotic. So you wouldn't be fooled into thinking I'm actually communicating with a human. You would know that this is an AI or an automated voice bot that you're communicating with. Now, they share two different demos or two different voices, two different voice bots, and let's see how this works. So let's call Miles.
Hey, back so soon? Must have missed me already. What's got you feeling chatty this afternoon?
Hey Miles, how's it going?
Hey, right back at you. Things are good over here. Just soaking up the digital sunshine. You know, the usual. What about you? Anything exciting going on?
Awesome. Miles, do you watch sports, Miles?
You know, I can process information about sports like crazy. Stats, records, you name it. But watching them, that's a little trickier when you don't have eyes. My creators are working on giving me a more visual experience, but for now, I mostly get the play-by-play. What about you? Got a favorite team or sport you're into?
Awesome. Miles, so you do mention that you can process stats and similar. What is your favorite team?
That's a good question. Since I don't have personal preferences in the same way humans do, I don't really have a favorite team. It's more like I appreciate the strategy and athleticism involved in all sports. Whoa, hold on a second. That clock just jumped ahead twice. Is your internet acting up or something?
Awesome, Miles. Thanks for the chat. Have a great day.
Wait, already leaving? I was just getting warmed up.
Awesome. Well, he was just getting warmed up. This is pretty awesome. This is completely different. Now compare this to what we just saw in those 6 different voice examples. Here you actually have a feeling that you're communicating with a human. You could hear the different tone in his voice, the pauses, even a small mistake that it did as it was telling us about his sport preferences. But this is pretty exciting from Sesame, right? And we can easily imagine how this is then the interface through which we communicate with AI agents. And an AI agent can also communicate back, right? And perhaps, hey, I need more information about this task or about this goal that you have given to me. This is pretty exciting. I'll be following this one closely. Continuing with our news items, next one is from Gemini, and it's a short one. It's Gemini Canvas. So Canvas, we have now gotten used to Canvas. Claude calls it artifacts, so that it is that side window in which you can collaborate with the agent. So whether Claude or let's say ChatGPT, they also call it Canvas. So not very creative from Gemini. They just take the same. They just take the same name, and even the functionality is very similar. So again, Canvas, it is this side window in which you can work on a given project together with Gemini. So here they share 3 examples for students: refine drafts, workshop your class presentations, speeches, documents with Gemini for work on drafts for proposals, speaker notes, documents, and then last one they share for fun, where you can also generate your own fictional 3D worlds. So this is what Gemini introduced, and then continuing with Claude. What Claude is now introducing is Search the Web. So again, those are more just feature parity announcements from both Gemini and Anthropic. Nothing new. ChatGPT can also access the web, so does Gemini. But now this is also available in Claude, and as you ask Claude a question, here's an example, and you'll see that Claude will search the web to find relevant information for this question so that it can then provide more thorough, more detailed answers. Last news item of the day, and this one is from 1X. They will test humanoid robots in a few hundred homes in 2025. So another humanoid robots announcement. Again, this is a field domain that is evolving and growing very rapidly. So Norwegian robotics startup 1X plans to start early tests of its humanoid robot NeoGamma in a few hundred to a few thousand homes, according to their CEO. Now let's look at this humanoid robot in action. So this appears to be at a conference, and we have this robot vacuuming, and this guy appears to be in the way. Dude, just move. I think the robot even got frustrated with a hand gesture. Classic. Like, this guy's still not moving. But this is an example of this robot NeoGamma in a real world environment where it's performing a useful task. So again, this field is growing very rapidly. Figure they also announced that they will be starting with tests in real world environments in 2025. Now, 1X, they do add that this is not a fully autonomous robot. The human still looks at all of its actions through cameras and then can intervene if necessary. But again, the purpose of these tests is to see how well these robots behave in a real world environment and then to learn from it. So this is all training data that then the next iterations of this robot will be trained on. And again, the purpose of it is, or the goal of it is, making these machines useful in real world scenarios at our home where they can perform useful tasks that humans, we don't want to perform. So looking at all of these news items, number one, first peer-reviewed, fully AI-generated paper. So this is impressive. This is a big leap forward for using AI for research purposes, and this is super exciting. Imagine AI with infinite computational power conducting research, and then documenting it and writing research papers. So how much could that contribute to us being able to generate or expand the world's knowledge? Very exciting project by Sakana AI. AI agents, they keep on growing. Again, the hottest tech in AI at the moment, AI autonomously performing more useful tasks by using different tools and by reasoning. And Manus AI, it is a general AI agent. Again, we saw an impressive example of it performing research on the Tesla stock and even coming up with a web URL or a web page where it synthesizes all of this information and presents it in a concise and graphical design manner. And then OpenAI, they're expanding their AI agent capabilities. They're giving more useful tools to developers so that they can create AI agents within their ecosystem. And the last one, big one, is this one from 1X, and humanoid robots are coming to our homes. So we essentially have these first real-world environment tests that will allow us to train the next generation of humanoid robots. So again, this is something that is coming very, very soon, sooner than many expect. This is it for today's episode of AI Breakthroughs. If you enjoy such content, make sure to click the subscribe button, click the bell notification icon so that you get notified every time we post a new video. And we have something completely new, completely fresh coming out in April. So make sure to stay on the lookout in the next few weeks for the next videos that we'll be posting on this channel. Something completely new. Until next time.